Okay, so here's what's up. My girlfriend's gone for the weekend. My room is a mess. My sweat smells like Monster. And the downstairs neighbor won't stop playing what I think is the theme song to Harry Potter over and over again. So hopefully you guys can't hear that. So recently I've been inspired by some of my favorite game developers and YouTubers who have been putting out game devlogs onto YouTube, and I thought I would give it a shot. People like Blackthorn Prod, Thomas Brush, especially DevDuck. I love that channel, and it's really been inspiring to me to start up my own project and show my progress on using the Godot engine. And hopefully, if I don't know, say his name 3 times in the mirror or something, he'll show up in my comment sections and say hi, because I would be so happy to see him there. But anyway, let's start talking about the game I'm working on. It's called Mage Light. It's set in perpetual darkness. The only resource in the game is your light. Your light is your health, your ammo, your money. It's pretty much everything. It's the way that you progress the story. So I really want to put up devlogs mostly just to motivate myself and to show anybody who might be interested what my process is for making it and just the journey that I'm going through to get this put out and have other people play it. I'm developing the game in Godot, and I'm using Sprite for the pixel art graphics. So I'm just going to go ahead and talk about what I've been working on. So pretty early in development, I've been getting some fundamental, just foundational things working, like the player movement, for example, which, by the way, I pretty much ripped right from Heartbeast's tutorial, which I feel like everybody is using right now. And then I also was able to get the light management system working properly. So you have your lantern, your light resource. You can transfer that to other light resources, or you can absorb light from other places. And that seems to be working pretty well. Now, the next thing that I got stuck on was getting scene changes working properly. To be able to change to a new scene and change back while keeping your position, any items that you may have found, or, your light that you got from in that other area, I needed to have some sort of persistence for objects. To be honest, I was a little intimidated by this step at first, but it's actually super easy. After Googling some YouTube videos and looking at some comments and forum posts, I was able to find a basic system and get it working. So I've created a persistent group, which will contain all the objects that will need to be remembered by the game. Next, I created an autoload script called Save Controller, which iterates over all the objects in that group and saves them into a JSON file to be read back later. The save controller also has to be aware of the current scene, as the objects need to be saved based on the area or the scene that is currently running. Otherwise, I could load a value that was set in a different location and things will get all screwy. So after a lot of trial and error, I was able to get that working without too many bugs. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to revisit this later, but it's good enough for now and I need to just move forward. I went ahead and added a simple fade transition when moving to a new scene and added a cutscene toggle that keeps the player from moving while transitioning, and this toggle will also be useful for when there is a cutscene in the game and I don't want the player to be able to move around. So combat has not really been developed. I do have just a static image for a monster idea that I had, and it has health and you can attack it, and when you kill it you can get light from it, but it doesn't attack you and it doesn't move around or anything yet. That'll be for the future. So this is what I want to get done next. I want to finish the player run animation and possibly get an animation for absorbing and pushing the light. I want to get at least a basic theme for the music done for the town area so that I can have just a little more of a feel for how it's going to feel in that area. I want to get the vibes in that area set down. And then I want to integrate Dialogic, which is a Godot plugin which allows you to make and manage dialogue trees, and then be able to talk to one test NPC. that is what I would like to get done. I do work full-time, so I'm not sure how long that's going to take me, but I will get that done as soon as possible and show you guys what my progress is. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble about my game. This is normally where people would tell you to like and subscribe, but we're all going to die anyway, and you can't take subscribers with you to hell, so just goodbye.